How do you pay for your brand new home? Welcome to part 2 of Build Your Home Like a Pro video series. Today we're going to talk specifically about financing. What are your options? How does it work? So first off, when you get started on building a house, we said this in video 1, get pre-approved. Very, very important. And have a lender that knows what they're talking about with new construction. But essentially, when you break it down, there's 2 types of options, right, Bob?
Yep.
There's essentially the construction loan, and then there's end loans.
Yep.
Let's break these down really simply. A construction loan does exactly what it says. It's gonna actually get you through the construction process. From start to finish, you are getting a loan to build that house. Every 2x4 that goes in this house, every piece of concrete that you actually pour in here is part of that construction loan. But essentially, a construction loan is when a builder is not carrying the financing, you personally are. It's probably the most common type of new construction financing loan option. It really gives you a lot of control. You control the flow of money because you control the bank. It's with you. You sign off, you know what you're getting into, you know what your loan in progress is, which means the amount that's set over time. Other thing is you're coming up with cash in the beginning of the process to put towards this and the debt on the books early on. So that's one of the pros or cons depending on what you can do. Other thing is you may be able to lock your rate in at the very beginning of construction versus the end of the construction period. It depends on your loan and there's all kinds of nuances there, but that's one last thing that we really want to mention is understanding the rate lock, especially in an environment where rates can be so low. Let's go into an end loan. What is that?
An end loan is just as it sounds. The builder who's building the house has already gone out, gotten that loan, or has the cash on hand to construct the house. You as the buyer, you show up at the very end and you close with your end loan on the house.
You show up with a briefcase of money to go ahead and close on that house. That is you are just coming at the end, just like you're purchasing any existing house, and you buy that house, and that's it.
Yeah, end loan, basically, I would say it's simpler. The major negative of an end loan is just right now, rates are historically low. In 10 months, 12 months, what will they exactly be? We don't know. We think they'll still be low, but so probably not as low. Another big negative end loan is you don't have as much control. So the builder, they're financing the build and you basically are along for the ride, so to speak.
So really, what's the best for you, right? Is it carrying and having control of the construction throughout the entire process and actually controlling the flow of money and also having the interest and the mortgage to pay? Or is it better to buy that loan at the end and just close at the very end of the process? Now, builders will require certain options. You don't always get the luxury of choosing. There's pros and cons of each. No one way is better than the other, right, Bob?
No.
That's really key to know is that depending on your situation, depending on the property, the builder itself, those will essentially dictate exactly what you can and can't do. So as you know this, you just need to make the decisions that's best for you and what you have the ability to do. We know this is a lot of information. We hope it's helpful. Obviously keep an eye out for part 3 where Bob and I are going to talk about contracts and how exactly those work, the different types of those. But stay tuned and thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Take care.